Buenos dias, clase. We're going to be looking at preterite verbs that are considered irregular because in the third person singular and in the third person plural, the I changes to a Y. Okay? So normally in preterite tense, for ER and IR verbs, for the third person singular, which is the LA usted form, you have io, and then for the third person plural, you have ieron. And notice that both of these have an I here and an I there. Okay, so on these irregular ones, this I is going to change to a Y. Okay, so the I actually disappears and you end up with YO, accent mark, and then a YERON. I'll try to write that. Oh, I'll write it down here, YERON. Scratch this one out. Okay, okay. So that's why these are called I to Y. It's the Y, it's the I in the old regular preterite ending that's changing to a Y in these irregulars. Okay, so this is considered kind of an irregular formation. Okay, now you see this in verbs that end in AER, AER, EER, OIR, and OER. Okay? So, you kind of have to memorize these endings so that you'll be familiar with them. So if you encounter them, you'll go, oh, I need to put a Y in there, and where the I used to go in the preterite tense. So, let's look at an example. Okay, so caer means to fall, and it ends in AER, which notice this is one of the culprits. Okay, it ends in AER. So, the yo form is going to be caí, okay? To form is caíste. And then the third person singular, instead of it being, because what it would normally be if it was a normal pattern, it would be CAIO, okay? But we can't do that in Spanish, so that I changes to a Y and you get cayó, okay? So see, these other verbs are just following the normal, like, this is just following the normal conjugation rules for ER verbs in the preterite tense. So the only time you're seeing the change is in the third person singular and the third person plural where you're getting that Y. Okay, so you get caí, caíste, cayó, and then it goes back to normal for the nosotros. It's just caímos. And remember, IMOS is the normal ending for the ER verbs in the preterite tense. And then in the third person plural, you get this Y again. Okay? Because caer, the original infinitive, ends in AER. Okay? So, this is going to happen, this whole same little pattern is going to happen with any of the verbs that end in EER, OIR, OER, or AER. Okay, and I'm going to give you a handout next. Okay, so take some good notes over this. Now let's look at verbs that end in UIR. Okay. Alright, so verbs that end in UIR, the only I that's going to have an accent mark on it is going to take place in the yo form. Okay, that's the only time, look down here, this is the only time you're going to have an I with an accent mark on it. It's going to be in the yo form. Okay, and then if your verb ends in UIR, the only other time you're going to have an accent mark is in the yo form. I mean, not the yo form, I'm sorry, in the LA usted form. It's with the Y here in the third person singular. Okay, so I think I messed up here. This is just supposed to be a dot over the I. That's not supposed to be an accent mark. Okay, so here we are. Verbs that end in UIR. The only accent mark you're going to have over an I is in the yo form. Okay. Another accent mark that you will have is in the third person singular over the O. Okay. So don't forget that, and then also don't forget you have a Y here. So you need to remember UIR verbs and then go back and make sure you memorize the AER, EER, OIR, and OER construction. Okay. All right. So, go down to your lesson assignment and see the worksheet that I have to go over all this with you. and make sure you follow the links in the reference section. So, have a great day, and I will talk to you next time in class. Hasta luego.